Jak and Daxter has always been planned to be a 3-game trilogy, and we started off with Jak 1, the precursor legacy, sort of putting out some mysteries and some questions about the universe. We didn't know who these precursors were, where the planet, how the planet was made, where Jak came from, why Dark Eco affected Daxter the way it did. And then in Jak 2, we kept adding to the mysteries. In Jak 3, we're wrapping that kind of stuff up. It's the end of the trilogy, not the end of the franchise. It's got some nice closure at the end, but we definitely are leaving it open to explore more areas of the Jak and Daxter universe. Jak 3, we've got more variety in this than we've ever done. We try to keep it fresh, make sure that the player is always doing something new in the next mission. When we started Jak 1, we thought we wanted to introduce the idea of story-based gaming to the platform genre, because there have been some great platformers in the past. And Mario 64 is to this day still a great game, but you didn't have any motivation other than trying to get the birthday cake for the princess in the castle, which is pretty thin. So we wanted to tell a good story and through some really interesting and well-animated sequences. And in Jak 1, I'll admit we probably fell a little bit short of that, just given the constraints we were under trying to get the technology developed for the PlayStation 2, our first outing. But I think we really hit the mark on Jak 2, and we're really continuing it and taking it to the next level with some of the story things we're doing in this game. Our animators just cranked out a ton of animation, so 80 minutes, that's a feature-length film. The gameplay is seamless and load-free and integrated as always in the Jak and Daxter universe. We have thought that was definitely one of the strong selling points of our games, is to allow the players freedom to immerse themselves in this world and really feel like they're adventuring alongside Jak and Daxter and getting to uncover and find new areas. It's the Wasteland, which is 5 times the size of Haven City from Jak 2, so it's just absolutely enormous. Good old-fashioned platforming, which we tried to strike a balance in this game between offering the players a lot of new experience with the vehicles while still giving them a lot of the good old-fashioned platforming, and also mixing in a lot of combat. In Jak 2, we introduced Dark Jak, which is about the aggressive offensive moves. They're all about attacking and killing. The Light Jak moves that we're introducing in Jak 3 are more defensive, or about facilitating your movement through levels. We still have all the dark powers, and now we have light powers too, and he still has the jet board, obviously, that he had from Jak 2, and he's got his weapons, and he's got 8 new mods to the 4 mods that he had in Jak 2, so now he's got a total of 12 weapons. So we're just keep adding and adding and adding stuff to the character. We really want to make sure that this feels like an evolution in the Jak and Daxter universe. Not only are we expanding the areas that you get to explore and adventure in, but we're also expanding the powers that Jak has. We don't want to sort of play out the same game that we had in Jak 1 or 2 and award you the same power-ups that you had before, because as a player, you were playing this game last year, you're like, hey, I already got that. So, we want to give you new stuff and keep growing the character so that you layer things on top of each other. We got some really powerful weapons this time around, and it feels really good to make the strategic use out of them. We've got the Peacemaker from Jak 1 again, homes in and takes out a cluster of enemies. We've got the mass inverter, which actually takes all the enemies and throws them up into the air. It's sort of an anti-grav gun, and while they're sort of suspended in that stasis, you can really just open up with all the other weapons and kill them very handily. And we've got the needle gun here, which is my personal favorite. It's sort of got a Fifth Element flavor of just firing off just tons of needles, and you don't have to aim at all. Each of these weapons gets progressively more and more powerful, but what we've done is made the ammo cost higher and higher, so it becomes a strategic decision based on whether you want to aim your shots and conserve ammo, or whether you just want to open up and just kill a ton of enemies at once. So yeah, another thing on top of the fact that we've got 80 minutes of cinematics in the game, we've got 80 minutes of cinematics in French, Italian, German, and Spanish, all on the same disc. So if you want to take a little language lesson, you can listen to the movies in German and watch the subtitles in English. We've got Korean, Portuguese, and Spanish supported in text, but no audio. We've also got progressive scan support. We've got Dolby Digital, so 5.1. We've got 16 by 9. So basically, if you've got a really sweet home theater, we want you to take advantage of that and see it in all its glory. November 9th.